so fast. So it doesn't matter you give them early or quite late. If you give them at the age of, let's say, 4, they learn how to use the phone. But you give them at the age of 16, they could learn it as well.
Yeah.
Because for me, I started using my mobile phone at the age of 18, maybe 19, but it's fine for me. So I think for me, no. If we say kids, but how to define the age kid should be less than 14 years old, right?
Yeah, 14 or 12 in some
Below
cases. Yeah.
12. 我们再聊要不要给小孩子手机。那小孩子的话，我们给他一个年龄的界限吧，就是12岁以下好了。有的听不懂，那我讲慢一点啊。我觉得不要给，就是因为小孩子学东西太快了，他既然学得快，4岁5岁给他一个手机，或者10岁给他一个手机，或者等到12岁以后给手机，都一样啊，没有区别啊，反正他会学得很快啊。So, and I would say one day I saw a slogan posted outside. It says, "If you want to destroy a child, give him or her a phone." And I think it makes sense
Yeah, it makes
because
sense.
yes, one day I was reading a book, and in that book, since it's talking about some bushmen, those living in remote area, and their life wasn't civilized before, but after the entry of the 21st century, so they also have to adapt to modern life, and they start using phones. In the past, they would spend time talking and socializing with each other, but since the phone entered into their life, they spend so much time on the phone instead of building the relationship and friendship with others. So
Yes.
somehow their culture is destroyed. I mean, at least damaged, because they are easily satisfied with just a phone and focusing on their own world. They
Yeah.
don't like paying a visit to their friends or seeing new people. So things have changed.
Yeah.
我觉得不要给小孩子手机。前段时间呢，我看一本书，上面讲的那个一个原始部落，他们这些人呢，就是很幸福啊，之前过得很自给自足。虽然说吃也吃不饱，穿也穿不暖，但是对他们来说，这种友谊啊、亲情是更珍贵的东西。就每天大家花一起时间在一起聊天什么的，沟通感情，或者去见亲朋好友，就是非常幸福的事情。可是进入21世纪以来呢，就是因为他们周边的环境发生了变化，然后他们也接触到了手机，结果现在就发现哇，大家都是埋着头在那边看手机，就原始部落的人也开始看手机了，然后不去互相拜访啊，不去互相联络感情，就是已经变成一个这样的模式。所以我觉得，我对手机这个东西，虽然我自己比较沉迷于其中，但是我觉得我是厌恶它的，我希望能够要摆脱它。就是它好像破坏了一些文明的一部分吧。OK。And thank you, 青春不懈努力，不懈奋斗。Yes, Spence, you're right. You want a kid to stay quiet, and you would give her a phone. It's understandable. One day I was eating at a restaurant, and the next table, next to us, was quiet. But there was a baby. She was about maybe 3 years old, I guess, or maybe 2. So, because she was sitting on a children's chair, and her mother, her father were both there. Three of them, three phones or 2 phones, I forgot. But maybe one person was eating something, while the other one was watching his phone, and this baby was also watching a cartoon. I mean, wow, that's incredible. And I was thinking, why not spend the time talking with each other, building the relationship? It's family time. You wouldn't like spending family time outside just eating while watching your phone. You could do it anywhere. I mean, at home, anytime. But why go out and do this stuff? I think it's very difficult for me to handle and to see an infant, and she was baby, to watch a phone, and it might hurt her eyes, hurt her brain. Not good.
I
我有一
think
天
it's
，Thank you，青春不懈奋斗。Let me translate first.
okay.
Sorry, Lookman. 我有一天在一个餐厅吃饭然后呢，我看到旁边有一桌，应该是妈妈在吃饭吧，然后爸爸在看手机，非常专注的看手机，然后那个小孩才2、3岁啊，也是坐在那个婴儿的座椅上，也在看手机，我都惊呆了。 就一个手机摆在他面前，然后两个人看手机，一个人吃，可能大家想让他安静一点嘛，就给他一部手机。但我觉得哇，这么小的小孩，他眼睛受得了吗？他的脑子受得了吗？就是为什么这么早让他接触？就是大家为什么要花这一点时间在一家餐厅里做这样的事情？不如回家去好了。OK，so I think it's not good。就是这个时间应该花过来增进彼此间的感情，而不是做这样的事情。So for me, it's not a good idea to give kids a phone.
Yeah.
That's it.
When you like while I was coming back
Okay.
from
Yes.
work today, I saw you see many people. Some of them are sitting eating in the restaurants.
Mm.
Some are just walking by, and some are some of them are sitting in the car. So I would say 98% of those people, they have a mobile phone, and they don't even have
Mm-hmm.
time to look at what's going around. So I think it's just become what should I say? It's now a part of a culture to use phones from a very young from a very early age. Um, but I think the right age to give your children their
Mm.
first cell phone, it is really up to you. Age is not as important as your children's maturity
Uh,
level. Your children's ability to follow your home or your school rules, their sense of responsibility and your own family needs. Getting your
mm.
child, the first phone, I would say it's very personal and an individual decision. But
Yeah.
nowadays, a lot of
Mm.
children, they start asking for them even as early as in their primary school. So and that happens because they have that sort of pressure
Mm.
from their classmates, from their friends, which makes it tough for the parents, who want to delay it, but it
Mm.
becomes impossible because if your child keeps asking you again and again that all my classmates, they have their own mobile phones but I don't have, how are you going to respond to it? So
Mm.
it's like a pressure situation. But I would say that if you think it's not good for your child to have a phone, you should stand firm. And um, when you give your children these mobile phones, you just need to know yourself that you're giving them these powerful communication and media production tools. They can create these images and photos and videos that can be widely distributed and uploaded to website instantly. So I
Mm.
think the parents, they need to consider whether their children are ready to use their phones responsibly and respectfully. So if you think that your children are not wise enough, they are not mature enough to use a mobile phone, uh, wisely, I think you parents should just say that no, this is not the right time for you. But if you think your children are mature enough, are wise enough to use it in a positive way, I think it's
Yes.
okay. You can give them the phones, no problems.
Yes. It's all about education.
Yeah,
Like, is there proper education or enough education before the children have access to phone and to the internet world?
yeah,
If they are not mentally ready for that, then you give them the phone, or they have other access to this internet, maybe not through the phone given by the parents, maybe through their kids, their friends,
yeah,
friends phone. Then
yeah.
in either way will maybe somehow ruin their life, I
Yeah,
think.
in the
如果能
last year,
说，
sorry, just want to add something. Last year, a lot of students, because they switched to online learning. So some of the students, they told me that they had to have a mobile phone all the time because they had online classes, and some of them said as soon as the class finished, they started playing a game, and then they would wait for the next class, and because they had the phone all day because of the classes.
yeah,
So yeah, because of the online class. So yeah, I mean
right.
they were also happy about it because whenever they got time they would start playing, and maybe if their parents were not paying very close attention, they would say that, oh, we are having a class, so we are doing some work. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes, and they don't bother me